Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good week so far. In this video I'm going to be doing some digital planning in my OneNote planner along with some journaling. So here what I'm doing is just decorating my August monthly spread. This golden floral sticker is from the Freebie Vault, and I'll put the link in the description below for those of you that haven't been there before. And it's been super hot in the UK recently, so I'm putting down the sun sticker along with this summer lettering. I also love to use sticky notes, so I'm using this pink one, and I just like to put that on the page to take a note of things that are not really date specific. And here I'm just using another floral sticker to add some more color to my page, just to use up some of the white space if I know I'm not going to be using it. One thing I wanted to show you is that if you try to resize an image over the hyperlinks, that will move the hyperlinks and all the objects on the page, and that is a limitation of OneNote because the hyperlinks are objects on the page and they're not locked down. So one tip I have for this is just to move your image into the middle of the page or at the bottom, and then just to resize that and then to move into position. And if you find yourself messing up the hyperlinks, make sure that you press the back button immediately afterwards, and that will just restore your last position. So here I'm just making a note of the appointments and things I have to do in the upcoming days. And for my sticky note, I like to keep a note of my kind of to-do lists and things that are not really date specific, but they're things that I know I have to do. And I like to use the line space on the side of my planner just to keep a track of reminders. Here I'm just scrolling through my collection of icons to find one for my next grocery shop. So I have to make a note of when I need to schedule in another groceries delivery, because in recent times I haven't been going out to the shops as much. I've been getting all my food delivered. And I really love icon stickers because you can really quickly see at a glance what you have to do that day. And here I'm just scheduling in some family time. I want to visit my family, but I'm not quite sure when that's going to take place, so that particular sticker might get moved. And I'm just using this exercise sticker to try and keep myself accountable of when I intend to be exercising. I really like to use washi tapes, and I use it to either decorate my page, or in this case I'm using it for things that span more than one day, just so I don't have to write it multiple times. So I typically make a note of the appointments and important days that I have. I don't have too much to write on this page at the moment, but as the month goes on, I will be adding to this. And here I'm just doing some journaling. I've moved one of the dotted pages into my August section. So I've just copied that template and I've renamed it to be my August journal. So because I have a hard time writing in a straight line, I'm using the dotted page, and I mean to keep a monthly journal. So I don't journal every day, but when I feel like it, I want to make a note of the things that I did, just so I can look back and, reflect on that month. And here I'm just grabbing a picture of a TV show that I've been watching recently. I really enjoy this TV show. It's something that me and Dan have been watching every night when we have spare time. So I'm just putting a picture of that, so when I look back on August, I can be reminded that I watched this TV show. So I used to do a lot of journaling in my paper planners. I haven't done so much of that recently just due to being busy, but I'm really looking forward to doing more of that in my OneNote planner. I do find it a challenge to write neatly, especially because my screen protector is glossy and I find it quite slippery to write on the screen. I have heard that if you invest in a matte screen protector, that helps a ton, but I do think that with practice my handwriting will improve. I feel like I've been indoors a lot recently, which is why you can see all my photos and images are of TV shows, but I definitely hope to have more photos and activities to add to my journal soon. So one of the things I love about journaling digitally is just the ease at which you can add images and photos onto your journal. Previously, I was having to print out everything using a color printer and then cut it out, and sometimes that always a lot of hassle. Digitally, I just find it so easy to add images, move things around and decorate it, so that's a definite bonus. And also just being able to use different colored pens, and if you don't want to write using the stylus, you can also type. So one of the reasons why I switched to journaling digitally is because I had started to amass a huge collection of paper journals, and I will do a flip through of these in a separate video. But I live in a small flat and there is just really no room to keep these paper journals. So I find journaling digitally works so much better for me, and I really like to journal because I find that I can keep track of the things I did and the way I felt back then. So it's really interesting to go back to the me a few years ago. So yeah, I will do a separate video if anybody is interested on my collection of paper journals, and I've also got just a whole bunch of blank notebooks that I haven't yet filled out. So the other thing I want to do this month is a habit tracker. I find it really hard to keep up with habits, so I'm just using this gold glitter pen to write them all down. After this video was shot, I actually thought of a few more I'd like to track, so I have a couple more now. And since it's the beginning of the month, it'll be interesting to see how well I do on them. So here I'm just using the overlay stickers from the freebie vault, moving it down to the bottom of the page and resizing it so you don't get the hyperlinks moving, and then you can then reposition it. I haven't found it possible to crop images in OneNote, but what I've done here is to copy it and paste it into Procreate app. And in Procreate, you can really easily crop your canvas, and you just paste this back to get half the sticker. And this month I also want to do a monthly gratitude. That's just where I write down one thing that I'm grateful for every day of the month, and that can be small things as well as big things. That helps you to keep positive and helps you to see the good that you have in your life. So these templates are from the health expansion because I want to keep a track of my workout this month, and most of them are kind of too much for me because I don't really do anything complicated in terms of my workout, but I do want to use this one that is just a simple date, exercise and duration. So I'm moving that into my August monthly pages just to keep everything together, and I hope to keep up with my exercise and see how well I do at the beginning of the month. Another thing that I want to do is to keep a log of my anxiety. So I do struggle with anxiety, mostly in a work situation, because I really hate meetings and presentations, and I just kind of want to keep a track of how many good days I have, how many anxious days I have. So I'm just using this color key, going from green being happy to red being very anxious, and I just want to color in the boxes to allow me to see overall how many days was I calm and how many days was I feeling anxious. So that's something that will be really interesting to see once I filled it out more. So next I'm using a template page from the business expansion. So this planner business is something that me and Dan are involved in together. So I'm just using this priorities tracker to keep a track of the kind of projects that we have in the planner business. And here I'm just using a different color to put down the tasks that Dan is doing and the things that I am doing. And then with the lasso tool, I decided to move all of Dan's tasks to one side of the page so we can see more easily who's doing what. And that's one of the other things I love about digital planning, is just that you can really easily move things around and be flexible. And next I'm just using another overlay sticker here, just to make the page a bit more interesting. And next I'm just using a template from the finance expansion, which is this 30-day no spend challenge, just to keep a log of my monthly expenditure. I've been pretty good recently because I've barely been going out, but it'll just be interesting to see what my expenditure actually looks like this month. So here's just a clearer screenshot of my August monthly page so far. I hope you found that video useful and got some ideas for how to decorate it. And let me know in the comments if you do any journaling in OneNote, because I'm really interested in seeing how other people do that. And please subscribe for more OneNote planning videos. See you next time.